Hello, my name is Yuti. Today we'll be talking about Ford Motor Company, their perspective of the company and the challenges that the company has faced. So, Ford is one of the top automotive companies that manufacture car, truck, and SUV. And their luxury product is sold by Lico brand, that is one of the corporate company of Ford. And the revenue of Ford is around 160.3 billion US dollar. So why is Ford so successful? Ford successful because of their quality and their vision. The vision stated that their vision stated that they want to become a most trusted company throughout the world. And they also mentioned about having the world that allow people move freely, safely and confidentially. According to one of the executive chairmen, the purpose of the company is to make people's life better, and they start to invent smart vehicles such as battery-light vehicle and the hybrid vehicle, and this allow people to drive with helping the environment at the same time. And Ford has a lot of challenges. So one of the most challenges is they fail to keep their promise and their company expectation, as they are not good enough on making the environmental sustainable. And keeping the earth sustainable is their purpose and mission. They also have a page that promote their sustainability on producing the car, and they educate people that driving their car is having the environment. But however, there are many competitors such as GM that good at doing that than Ford. And one of another challenges is about the economic. Nowadays, global economic are decreasing. So Ford having a hard time on selling their product, and the customer and investor are afraid to buy a large amount of product. So this become increase in the revenue, and it become a huge debt of Ford. And another major problem is about market share. Ford market share are decreasing throughout developing countries such as Asia. They remain in fourth place in sales, unlike GM and other companies throughout the world.
Hello everyone, my name is Heanchean. I come here today to talk about the main issue that Ford is facing right now, and the main issue that makes Ford disconnect from the narrative. As my partner mentioned from the previous, he stated that Ford is facing many issues recently. However, due to the time limit, I would like to be specific only on the environmental issue. As you know that environmental issue is become a major concern to the society, to the world. So people need to start thinking, trying to find solutions to solve that problem on time, or it will be too late. And in the past, people did not care much about this environment because they were trying to earn money to pay for the bill. They were trying to earn money to pay for their children's school fees and so on. However, today they have enough money to pay for all those things, which is why they will start to think about their lifestyle. They want to live a healthy life. And according to Ford vision and mission statement, it stated that Ford is trying to make sure that the global temperature is risen below 2 degrees Celsius. However, their action is 180 degrees different. According to carbon dioxide emission intensity for Australian light vehicle 2018 stated that Ford has the highest amount of carbon dioxide produced per kilometer, which is 216 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer, while the average is only 182 grams. Due to this reason, it made the company disconnected from the public. And as you know, people right now, they have enough money, so they tend to pay a little extra, a little extra amount of money to the company that make them feel like they are contribute to the society, they helping the society, they helping the world to prevent the environment to get any worse or to make the environment getting better. Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Heanchean. I come here to talk about the stakeholders who are impacted by the main issue and who impacts the main issue, which is the environmental issue. There are many stakeholders, impacted by this main issue. However, after I analyze according to the 3 dimensions, which is the first one, urgency, power, and legitimacy, I come up with a conclusion that there are 3 main stakeholders. The first one, consumer. Second one, investor. And the last one is government. The reason that I choose consumer in the first place, because I think that consumer is a dangerous stakeholder. They do not have power in our they do not have power, they do not have legitimacy in our organization, but they can affect our organization. If we open a business, we want to sell it to the customer. If we cannot sell it to a customer, in the end our business will go bankrupt, will go to bankrupt. Or what is the purpose to open a business if we cannot sell it to the customer? And the customer, on the other hand, they are so effective. If we cannot satisfy their satisfaction, if we cannot meet their satisfaction, they will go to the other company. They will go to buy the product from the other company. And the second one is investor, because investor, we need to I want to make sure that our investor gets some profit, gets some benefit when they invest in our company, in order to prevent from a bad reputation from our company. That is why it is the reason that I put investor in the second place, because investor is also important, and investor is a discretionary stakeholder. And the third one is government. Government is a dominant stakeholder. They have legitimacy, they have power. If we mess up with them, they will ruin our project, they will ruin our company. So in order to run a project which is that related to environment and stuff, we need to go through government. We need to have a license from government, or maybe we need to have a legislation from the government. We need to have permission from the government. So the way to communicate to the 3 main stakeholders is we need to communicate it differently. We cannot communicate consumer the same as investor, and we cannot communicate investor the same as the government. All these 3 stakeholders need to be communicated differently. So we can communicate with consumer through social media, email, news, and other electronic platform and stuff like that. And by communication, we can communicate with our investor by asking them to join our meeting every once a month, or maybe once every 2 months, and so on, because they will come. They want to know what happened, what is going on to in our organization. And the last one is government. We communicate with government through lawyer, or maybe we can contact to them and go to their place, because we cannot ask them to come to our meeting like investor, or maybe just email to them, which is it is rude and it is not professional. So we might want to have our own lawyers to talk to them. Thank you.
My name is Sokty, and today I'll talk about the communication objective that needed to bridge the gap between the Ford company divergent narratives. Our main stakeholder is the customer. We have to clearly identify to our customers that they have invested in the right area, in the right company. Ford company have been selling quality and affordable cars over 100 years. Along with our company's success, we also receive very few negative feedback from our valuable customers. Soon, I will explain the difference between the perception of Ford Company and the public perception. First, I'll talk about the company perception toward itself. There are so many things to talk about, but I picked three of the most important. Jim Hackett, who is the CEO of Ford Company, says that our passion for great vehicles is stronger than ever, which shows that Ford always wanted to improve the quality as well as price since forever. Ford promised to keep offering affordable vehicles. Talking about fuel economy, Ford planned to invent hybrid high-volume vehicles like F-150, Mustang, and so on. According to Marketing Week, by 2022, Ford will do more than just selling cars. Its marketing boss stated that it looks forward to develop electric car, which will save the world fuel consuming and fix the environmental problem caused by the burning of fuel, which is the air pollution. It is also one of the biggest problems that the world has to take into consideration. The third point of the company perception is that Ford technology is developing and a new function has been introduced to its vehicle, which is the Co-Pilot 360. Co-Pilot 360 package include the automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, and more driver assist system. Second, I'll talk about the consumer perception. According to consumer reports, the survey scores was measured by the consumers giving the score on safety, quality, value, performance, environmental friendly, green, design, style, and technology or innovation. Ford comes second, which is a really good place in car industry. The issues come up when customers still think back to the past. They think about that the product that we no longer produce. The brand image is valued by the consumer mind and not the actual quality of the modern day's vehicle. As my friend has mentioned, according to carbon dioxide emission intensity for Australian light vehicle, they say Ford produced the most amount of carbon dioxide from their car. It would be easier for both the company and the consumer when they understand each other well. We want to construct a good relationship between the company and the stakeholders.